Hey folks, Rob here, and I thought I'd come to you today and make a little video on this is my leather holster collection that I have, and I've been getting some questions lately here, especially on the video I done a long time ago on the holsters that I had ordered for the Ruger Wrangler, and I have 3 of those here, and these 3 holsters here are produced by Big Texas Leather, and he was a seller that sold on Etsy and eBay. Now, I've had some people looking for these holsters here lately, and it would appear that the gentleman who made these holsters is no longer doing business online. Don't know if he's even in business at all. These, as far as I know, you can't get right now. I've checked Etsy, his Etsy store and his eBay store, and he has no items listed for either one of these. So this option's probably off the table right now. I do have a this one was originally purchased for the H&R or the Heritage Rough Rider, the 6.5 inch barrel, and I was looking for a holster to fit my old model Ruger Blackhawk. This is a 3-screw 357 Magnum Blackhawk. I peddle around in a little leather work from time to time. Nothing of any nowhere near the quality of this stuff. And I thought, I can make this holster. So what I did is I actually wrapped this gun in saran wrap and got it good and watertight, and I soaked this holster for just about 30 seconds in some just lukewarm water, and inserted the Blackhawk into it, and now it is custom fit for my Ruger old model Blackhawk. So guys, if you get a holster that's not exactly, sometimes you can go around gun shops and stuff, and they'll have bins of old holsters and stuff. Sometimes you can take a holster that isn't necessarily designed to fit your gun and make it work, as long as you got enough room in the trigger guard area here and your barrel length's right. This made the perfect holster for the old model Blackhawk. It's form fitted, so it slides right down in there. I even flared out this edge here, so when you go to reholster, it makes for a smoother insertion. It just worked out really perfect. So don't be afraid of trying to maybe find an older holster and reworking it and making it work for your gun. Just, this is a single action, so I'm not so concerned about covering the trigger on this gun, because pulling the trigger would do nothing to fire this gun. It would have to be cocked. So, but on a semi-automatic or something like that, you want to make sure you got ample coverage of your trigger, and and most leather holsters are pretty malleable, can be made to fit whatever. So that's my holster for and the first one I ever bought was actually for my Ruger Wrangler. When these guns first come out, there wasn't a lot of options, so this was the first one I purchased, and I done a video on this. And this is also the Big Texas Leather holster. Nice little holster, but like I said, these are no longer available. And I also have a cross draw here for a Ruger Wrangler 4.5, because I have 2 of these. I have another Ruger Wrangler, and this is a cross draw for it. Okay, another company that I have dealt with is, see if you can get that in there, Wiley Leather, Laramie, Wyoming. Now these are really nice holsters. The stamping on it's really nice. It's kind of a rough leather. This is a This is the cowboy holster, so does not have a hammer thong, which I wish it did have. But I bought this one to fit my Ruger convertible. And this is my 357 Magnum Ruger convertible. And that's the first one of these I purchased was to fit this. I done the same thing. This holster was extremely tight, coming straight from the seller. I soaked it in a little warm water, wrapped the gun up, and molded it to it, and now it fits in like a glove. Fits it very, very nice. At some point I may take a leather punch and punch a couple holes here and add a hammer thong to it. That's the one thing I wish that these holsters had. But beautiful holster. Now these are more expensive than the what the Big Texas leather holsters were. Although this one I won it on an auction, and I didn't pay substantially more for it than I did these. When I was buying the Big Texas leather holsters, they were running about, I think about $26, $27. And with the shipping on this one after I won it at auction, it wasn't substantially more than that. It was probably around 30 bucks. So, outstanding product made in Wyoming by what I would consider a craftsman, because anybody who can turn out a holster that's anywhere near this quality. And I know there are makers who use a lot better leather, and you know, this is rough and yada yada, but you know, it's a holster for a cowboy gun. The cowboys that use their guns every day, people who carried guns in the old west, were probably far from concerned with, you know, the texture of the leather on the back. Anyway, that's my take on it. You might want something that's like flawless and pristine, you know, and if you want that, I'm sure there's makers out there who sell their holsters for several $100s who can accommodate that. But for a everyday holster, I think this to me is a very nice holster. And it was so nice, I actually ordered this one for my Kimber. And this is a 1911 holster, but it is also made by Wiley Trading Company. Now this one does have nicer leather, a little better finished grain on the leather, a little higher quality. And I did win this one on auction as well. And but I would highly recommend these holsters. Wiley Trading Company of Wyoming, on eBay. And I won this one at auction also, and I got this one reasonably priced. I think this was the cheapest one I won, and I think I got this one for not much over $22, $23. So definitely check out their auction stuff. I know now they're making holsters specific for the Wrangler. So if you're looking for a Ruger Wrangler holster, I know that Wiley Trading Company is now making them. They're a little pricier. The ones I've looked at are around 40 bucks. And but good quality, nice, and it's made in America by a craftsman in Wyoming. I mean, if you want to support, you know, small business, that's the way to go. And I also done this one the same way. When I bought it, it was extremely tight. Wrapped my gun in saran wrap, soaked the leather or the holster, stuck the gun in it, let it dry, and it's custom fit now for my Kimber. Slides in, slides out. It's just, this is a beautiful holster. Anybody that says that thinks that's not beautiful, that's just a work of art. So anyway, guys, I thought that would give some of the people who are looking for the Big Texas leather holsters right now and not being able to find them an option. Wiley Trading Company of Wyoming does have holsters for the Ruger Wrangler, and like I said, they're a little more expensive, but they are a little nicer holster. Not to say this is not a nice holster, it is, but it's about as plain as you can get a holster. It's just machine sewn, probably die cut out. Very nice leather. I won't say anything negative about this holster, but it doesn't have the amount of time that it has taken to produce a holster similar to this from Wiley Trading Company of Wyoming. But anyway, guys, hope this helps somebody out who's looking for a holster for their Ruger Wrangler or 1911, or they sell them for several different types of guns. They sell, grips, stag grips, different types of grips. Check them out. I hope this helps somebody who's looking for a really nice holster for the Wrangler. I appreciate everybody who watches the videos and taking the time to leave comments. And until the next video, I'll see you later.